The tokusatsu hero universe is populated by a wide range of characters with different forms of power, attack techniques, and technologies. This lends itself to a timeless topic of discussion and speculation by fans. Who would win in a hypothetical fight between this character and that character? Or this team versus that team? It's a popular enough concept that many entertainment companies produce comic books, movies, TV series, and animated works to bring these matchups to life. In the case of Toei's tokusatsu hero universe, there are several works that bring these matchups to life. These include the Super Sentai Versus series, the Superhero Tyson movies, and 2019's Super Sentai Strongest Battle TV series. However, these works more often than not default to status quo and evenly match characters with very fuzzy power scaling. In this video, I want to do something different and have some fun with this trope. In the spirit of the eternal question of who will win in a fight between these characters, I want to make the case that there is a tokusatsu hero in Toei's universe that stands above all others as the most powerful. Actually, I should correct myself. There are two heroes in the Toei hero universe whose power levels and abilities defy those of all others. The Space Iron Man Kyudain. Uchu Tetsujin Kyudain is a Toei tokusatsu hero TV series that aired from 1976 to 1977 with a total of 48 episodes. It features two superpower robots, Sky Cell and Ground Cell, who will go on to protect Earth from the invading Robot Army Corps. These two are the most powerful characters in Toei's hero universe. Yes, the Kyudain could easily defeat all the Super Sentai teams, the Kamen Riders, Robot Detective, the Space Sheriffs, Robocon, the Super Rescue teams, B-Fighter, Jaspion, Condorman, Baron 1, and all others in Toei's pantheon of heroes, especially Nemorin. In a way, the Space Iron Man Kyudain could be seen as the equivalent of Ideon, but for the tokusatsu hero universe. For those of you who may not be familiar, the Ideon is the main mecha appearing in the anime Densetsu Kyojin Ideon. This robot is generally acknowledged as the most powerful giant robot in all anime. To learn more about it, check out the link in the description below. Okay, so how did I go about making this determination? What about these characters will jump out and make someone say these are the most powerful beings in Toei's hero universe, especially when power scaling is an uneven thing in these shows? Well, that's just it. In the Kyudain TV series, they explain exactly how powerful the Kyudain are. When they combine their energy, their power scales up to a quadrillion horsepower. That is a ridiculously high level of power. As a frame of reference, a quadrillion horsepower can be converted to 2.6 billion terajoules. But how does that help, you may wonder? Well, look at how that energy output compares to that of all nuclear testing as of 1996. So from a pure energy output standpoint, the Kyudain are 1,000 times more powerful than all nuclear testing as of 1996. While comparable data isn't available for all the characters I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I think it's relatively easy to look at these numbers and conclude that yeah, the Kyudain are the most powerful entities in Toei's hero universe. Now, let's go deeper and see how this power is manifested throughout the series. The Kyudain have incredible fighting ability. Check out these examples. Being able to punch an enemy robot into its component pieces. The ability to punch through an entire row of enemy robots. Rocket punches. Easily pick up and throw around very heavy robots. And their X attack. Mass shifting, size changing, These are concepts that are specific to the Transformers universe and attempt to explain how a giant metal robot can transform into a smaller form with less mass. And it's applicable here too, as the Kyodain have the ability to transform from human-sized robots to much larger size vehicle forms. This allows them to fight bigger opponents on equal terms. Now, this ability is not necessarily unique to the Kyodain, as there have been many characters with similar powers in other Toei series, including the new Super Sentai series Zenkaiger. But it's another showcase of just how powerful these two robots are. Plus, it's unclear if there is a limit to this power. For example, if they had to fight a Super Sentai robot, could they grow even larger? The evidence points to this being possible. The Kyodain's robot bodies contain the original cellular makeup of the humans they are based on. This allows them to essentially materialize a copy of those individuals. So the Kyodain have the ability to create perfect copies of living human beings. That's an ability that is far beyond the typical powers of a tokusatsu hero. The Kyodain's most powerful ability, which I'm going to name Dimensional Shockwaves. This is not exactly called out in the story, but it's something that only happens when they are fighting the Dada robots. So I see it as a phenomenon that is triggered by their tremendous energy output when fighting. Here is one example of what this looks like. This on-screen phenomenon has historically been referred to as a purposeful editing technique by the producers of the show as a way to inject more kinetic energy into its visuals. But that's not what I see at all. This is a display of the Kyodain's incredible energy levels, which is triggering dimensional ripples that shift reality in quick bursts that alter everyone's orientation and placements on the field of battle. There is no other hero in the Toei universe capable of doing this as consistently or powerfully as the Kyodain. When you combine this with everything else they are capable of, it's astonishing how long they've gone under the radar of fan discussion and speculation. Lastly, the energy limit generator. This is only used in the final episode, but it brings home just how powerful Sky Cell and Ground Cell are. By boosting their energy to the limit, they are able to release it in the form of a giant fireball that destroys anything in its path. This is their final attack against Gabrin. So with all this evidence on hand, I think it's easy to make the case for the Kyodain being the most powerful Toei tokusatsu heroes. What do you think? Do you agree? Disagree? Let us know in the comments below.